Welcome to Brightly Storytime. I'm Miss Linda. Let's talk about hair. Hair comes in all sorts of styles, and it can mean different things for different people in different places. Today, we're going to read a story about a Native American boy who's growing his hair long. His long hair helps him feel brave and connected to Native American traditions. In the past, and even in some places today, Native Americans were forced to cut their hair because other people didn't understand their special way of life and wanted them to change. But for the boy in today's story, his long hair helps him feel close to his ancestors. The book is called Brave by Weshoyot Alvitre. Let's read it together. Braids are brave. My mom combs my hair every morning and we talk. She tells me about how she longed to have long hair when she was my age. I wince at the tugging and wriggle while she untangles knots. Sometimes it hurts, but having long hair makes me feel strong. Sometimes I want to cry, but I try to be brave. As I watch my dad put his hair in a ponytail, I hope my hair grows long like his. He tells me how men traditionally wore their hair long. I always admire the beautiful hair of the dancers at the intertribal powwows. I hope one day I will be able to do the same and wear braids down to my waist like ribbons of valor. When school starts, things change. Kids pull my hair and tease me over my braid. But I decide to be brave. I imagine my ancestors are there with me, and I tell the kids to stop. When I stand up for myself, I feel like I've battled a monster and won. My dad is so proud to teach us our traditional ways, to let our hair grow long, to stand up for what we believe in, and to be brave. But when I get teased at school, my mom is the one who has to speak with the teachers about our traditions. My dad becomes so angry about it, he loses his words. That night, my dad sits down with me before bedtime. He tells me that the school he went to made him cut his hair. His parents sent him to private school because they thought it would protect him. But it didn't protect him. When he grew up, my dad made a choice to grow his hair again. He tells me I had to teach myself how to be brave. Be brave when they slap your hand with a ruler made of the oak trees that used to grow here and feed us. Be brave when they force you to sing, even though they won't let you speak your language on your own land. Be brave when you stand there against the walls built of adobe clay by the calloused hands of your ancestors. Be the bravest person you can be. Your ancestors' strength is inside you. I didn't know my grandpa or great-grandpa, but my dad tells me more about them that night. They lived in a time when they were not allowed to practice their traditions, to grow their hair long, or to show their bravery, he begins. Instead, they were called braves, and their hair was cut, and they cried for what they lost. My grandpa grew up with that sadness and fear, but he remembered the stories his father told him, and remembered his words, "Be brave." My grandpa lied about his age and joined the military. They cut his hair. He did not cry. He showed no fear. He was a warrior who wore no braids. My dad tells me, having long hair is a promise to wake up every day and take pride in who you are. It connects us to our ancestors and our traditions. My father explains, when you were small, Your hair grew slowly and knotted easily. I'd try to braid your fine strands as they fought to unravel. They would often buck loose, and you would take off like the wind and run free again. You are my wild one. I want long hair like yours one day, I tell him. I want to be the bravest kid in the world. I think you are braver than me, he says. When I became your father, I decided to let you grow your hair. I promised to never cut it unless you ask me to. I want you to live without the fear others might try to put on your shoulders. I want you to fill with happiness when you see your reflection, knowing your long hair is beautiful, knowing that you are brave and strong. I want you to feel loved and comfortable with who you are, always. I sit on my dad's lap, patient, as he combs my sun-kissed strands of gold, which will probably turn dark like his when I get older. You are the newest brave one in the generations of brave men and women who have tried their best to stand up for the things they believe in, he tells me. You are strong. You are brave. You are loved. Thanks for reading along with me today. I hope you learned a little more about the importance of hair in Native American culture if you didn't know about it already. And I also wonder, what kind of haircut do you have? And how does it make you feel? Subscribe to Brightly Storytime so we can read more stories together. And I'll see you next time. Bye!